help me help others, which in turn will help you. Really, I'll explain next on this week's Deweese Directive. Hey, welcome to this week's Deweese Directive. I am Bill Deweese from Voiceover Revolution.com, and I want to thank you for joining me for the video where today I'm going to talk about you helping me to help others, which in turn will help you. And again, I'll explain in just a second. You may be aware that I teach a monthly, at least most months, I teach a class called the Voiceover Fast Track, and it's really designed to help people who are wanting to get into the industry or those who need maybe a refresher or need a boost or maybe have stalled out or making the transition from broadcasting into voiceovers. And it's a 4-week class, and we get together via Google Hangouts. It's limited to 9 people, and we cover really the A to Z of the voiceover industry. And I just wanted to let you know that my March class kicks off next week, next Thursday night. And if you want to be a part or you just want more information, drop me an email at voiceoverexpert@gmail.com. And the email is here on the screen. And just put in the subject line, Voiceover Fast Track or VO Fast Track, and I'll get you all that information. So how can you help me to help others, which in turn will help you? Well, I am officially launching my affiliate program. And some of you may be aware of what an affiliate program is, but if you're not, essentially what it is, it's where if there is a product or service that you believe in and would like to help promote to help you financially, that's what being an affiliate is. So what I would like to do, my mission, as you well know, is to equip and to empower voice talent to build successful voiceover careers. And one of the ways I do that is by creating programs and products that people can purchase and use. And perhaps you have purchased and used a program yourself. If so, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can help me spread the word. You can help me help others by spreading the word and in turn being compensated for your efforts. Up to actually 50% in this affiliate program, you'll receive 50% of anything that anybody purchases that you refer. But I don't need to go into an explanation because last night we actually had, when I say we, meaning my business partner, Fred Gleek, who is in charge of business development for my voiceover training business, explains in detail what the affiliate program is, how it works. We answered questions, and I'm sure it will answer yours as well. So if you can hang around for just a few minutes, check it out. And I would love for you to be an affiliate. If you feel strongly that the information that I offer could be of help to others who are getting involved in the voiceover industry, simply go to DeweesePartners.com to sign up to be an affiliate. It doesn't cost you anything. As a matter of fact, I want to pay you for helping me to spread the word. But again, this video will explain it in detail. So check it out. And thanks.
Okay, everyone, it is now the top of the hour. I'm Fred Gleek. I'm going to show my screen here. Just make sure that everyone can see that. Jeremy, since you were the first one to check in there, could you just, Jeremy, let me know that you can see my screen? Jeremy, just say yes if you would, if you see it. Cool. Thank you, Jeremy, very much. Okay, so let's get going. First off, thank you all very much for being here. I very much, both Bill and myself, appreciate it. And Bill, why don't you say hi to people?
Hey, good evening. And yes, thank you for being here. I do appreciate it.
Now, first thing I wanted to do is, for those of you, obviously, all of you probably know who Bill is. For those of you who don't, I think, Bill, it's probably good because some people may be watching this video if it's up on YouTube for the first time. So why don't you just tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do as it relates to both the business of doing voiceovers as well as voiceover training.
Yeah, well, I'm a full-time voice actor, have been for the past 9 years, and I was able to ramp up my business pretty quickly. I would say faster than most. I was making a 6-figure income within my first year, and have continued to grow since then. And as a result of that, began to get a lot of inquiries from other people interested in how I grew my business and how I've continued to push my career forward. So about 5 years ago, partnered with Fred, who is a real expert on helping the people to create an online platform for sharing their expertise. And through that have been able to share everything from free tutorials online on YouTube to paid programs and events to teach people what they need to know to grow a successful voiceover career.
And that's a pretty good summation, I think, Bill. My name is Fred Gleek. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Bill's business partner, and I'm in the business of helping people who know a lot about a topic to package what they know and to sell it to other people who want to learn what they know. So Bill is a perfect example of someone who has a lot of knowledge of a topic. And one of the things you should always be aware of is listening to people in any field who claim to give you information. Oftentimes, they did it 20 years ago and they're no longer doing it today, or they did it for a while and now they're just making money off selling this stuff to other people. That's not true with Bill, and I'm in the business of finding people like Bill. And the reason why I asked him to put this program, the reason why we're putting this program on tonight is because I specifically wanted to help all of you who agree to come on here to make some money off of Bill's expertise. And here's how it is. I personally would not be involved with Bill unless I thought two things. Number one, that he had great material to share with other people in the voiceover field about how to get going and how to be successful. Many of you probably who are on here have bought some of Bill's programs and know what I'm talking about. But it's really important to me that someone that I work with and that we want to share this concept with has both knowledge of the topic, the ability to teach that topic, and also has integrity. Someone who I know is really doing what they say and not making things up. So why are we doing this? We're doing this for, obviously, certainly I can't not say that we're doing this to make money for ourselves. We are. It would be disingenuous for me to tell you that we, Bill and myself, would not profit as a result of what we're going to share with you here tonight. However, I think that many of you will find this to be an interesting additional source of revenue. And what this is all about is helping us to help you in terms of sharing the information that Bill has to others. Very specifically, I'd like to show you this website, which is DeWeesePartners.com. And any of you who want to get going, this is where you go. And if I can just very, almost read what we have here. If you like Bill's training materials, he'd like to tell you thank you for telling them others about them. And that's not all he wants to pay you. So when you sign up by clicking the link here, and you'll see it, you then will get a link that will allow you to promote any and all of Bill's products and services, which include things like his top 100 voiceover questions, the voiceover playbook, and Bill, we'll go over these in detail in a little while here. But I just wanted to let people know what this is all about. The concept is you go to this site, you get a link, you send it to all of your friends, family, and relatives who are interested in the voiceover business, and if they buy, you get paid forever. Meaning to say that if you share this list with your Twitter friends, your Facebook friends, your other friends that are in the voiceover business, however you have them put together on an email list or whatever, you are going to get paid every time someone buys one of Bill's products. Now, if there's a product that sells for $100, you will get $50. If they come back 2 months from now and buy again a product that costs $300, you will get $150. How does this work? Well, the system behind this, the software, allows us to know who buys what from whom and to give you your check every month at the end. And you can go in and check your own stats, but the system will track who is buying what from whom. And the nice thing about this, and this is one of the reasons why I like a program like this, because I'm involved with programs like this myself. For example, I do one with ultra cheap domains, also known as, what is it, Deweese domains. So I have a number of affiliate programs that I belong to. In fact, I'd say that over 50% of my revenue is generated from things like we're sharing with you tonight. So for you folks, here's the deal. Go to Deweese Partners, sign up. And also, just let me tell you that any of you who stay till the end of this presentation, we're going to be making a very special offer on something that's about to come out, so you'll want to stay around till the end. Now, I promise you, this will not be as long as the Academy Awards, nor as boring. Trust me. Okay, so Bill, do you have anything to add to what I've said so far? Just feel free to jump in and tell people, because I've said, and by the way, this involves technology, and technology inherently has problems. If in the course of doing this with us, there are problems that occur, please do not be surprised. It is technology, and as a result of technology, I don't know if you have a cell phone, I'm sure you do, or a smartphone, all types of things can happen. So I apologize in advance for any screw-ups, but we will try and fix them as quickly as possible and help you to help us make money. Bill, back to you.
The only thing I would add to that, Fred, is that I think one of the greatest satisfactions that I receive is when somebody uses a program and comes back and says, you know, I've been using what you've taught and I've seen X, Y, Z. And it happens on a consistent basis. And so, yes, we're doing this for profit. Obviously, I mean, this is not a charity that we're doing. But what we're offering is real value that gets real results. And so, and I really feel like my mission is to empower voice talent to have successful careers. And if somebody wants to do this as a full-time career, I believe they should be able to do that, and they'll need the proper equipping. So you're really helping to fulfill that mission to help others while making a profit. So that's really the only thing I had to add, Fred.
You know what, Bill, could you explain to people a little bit about the guarantee that we offer, that you offer when people buy from you directly, or that we're offering to anyone who, the folks on here who get signed up as partners? What guarantee do we offer?
Fred and I really have a deep conviction that anybody who buys something, especially from us, should feel like they got not only their money's worth, but more than their money's worth. And if they haven't, then we don't want them to feel obligated. And so what we have is a 30-day, no question asked, money-back guarantee. So that if in the rare event that somebody does come back and say, hey, you know what, this is not for me, the no questions asked, their money is refunded.
You know,
I just think that's a good way to do business.
Absolutely, and I agree with you 100%, because I would never buy anything from anyone who didn't offer a similar 100% money-back guarantee. Now, Austin is asking a really good question here, and I think that I can address it. He says, is it possible to get benefits other than a percentage of profit from what we market from Bill, such as a discount on his products and services? Let me just explain to you this, Austin, that we are going to be having what are called affiliate contests, in which if you hit certain levels, you're going to be able to earn credits. Do I know what those are yet? I have no idea. I haven't even thought of it. But I'll tell you what, I'd say, Bill, let's do this. What do you say that the first time that you have to write a check to one of the affiliates, the first person to exceed $1,000 in terms of a check you have to write to them, that you will do a 1-hour free consultation for that person? How does that sound?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so that's our promotion number one, Austin, which is anyone who exceeds. Now, let's explain how that would work. So if you shared links with people and they bought a total of $2,000, $2,001 worth of stuff of Bill's, various kinds of video training material or audio training material, Bill would then set up a time. He would send you the check, and after sending you the check, concurrent with that, he would send you an email saying, hey, guess what? You were the first person to make more than $1,000 as an affiliate, and as a result, let's schedule a time to get together one-on-one. Does that sound fair to you, Bill?
Absolutely. Be glad to do that.
Okay. So now, one of the things I think we should do now is give people, again, I think it's pretty clear how this works. You go here, you get a link, you then share that link, and it's coded to you. And anytime, by the way, someone goes back to a site and buys again, you get paid, and it's 50%. Now, let's make sure that we understand this. In the event that someone does, and Bill, I want you to address this and tell people why. In the event that someone takes advantage of Bill's demo production services, we can't do that. Why not?
Well, the margins on live personal services are just such that it's very difficult to do that.
Yeah, it's really unfair to Bill to ask him to sort of give a percentage of anything away for his time, because he spends a ton of time. If any of you who've done your demo with him would know that, but he really takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. So therefore, that is
time-consuming project.
You got it, and it's not a commissionable item. So anything that is an audio or a video or something where it doesn't involve Bill's time, those are the items that are eligible for that particular promotion of 50%. Now, Bill, if you could you just give me, and let me just go and maybe click on each of these here. So the top 100 voiceover questions. It's going to take us to a site that may have an auto start on a video, so let's just see what happens here.
Yeah, it does. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so.
Hi, I'm Bill DeWeep.
And there it is. Okay, so Bill, rather than, your eyes are closed in that now. So tell people a little bit about what this was all about and why should people be excited to promote something like 100 VO questions.
Yeah, it's a reference library. What I did was I get so many questions from email, and what I noticed that there were patterns emerging, and a lot of the same questions were asked. So what I did was I compiled them and took the top 100 most frequently asked questions. And what I did was I created, you've seen probably my YouTube videos, which are very brief tutorials. This is a little more in-depth, a deeper dive on these questions, so that if a voice talent has this product, and a major question arises, they can quickly go and look and see what questions are. Once they're logged into their account, they can see the questions and click on to get the immediate answer. And so it's great, when you're stuck and you need an answer, you can get it right now. And
the nice thing is you divide it up into categories. I've got them up here on the screen. Marketing was the first category. Those are all the questions that he answered listed. And then he talked about the industry, the voiceover industry. He then went into performance aspects, and there were questions there. And again, all 100 questions are listed here, and then he went into the technical side. So again, this is a great program for someone who wants sort of a reference, a handy reference guide to things that happen. Now, would you say, Bill, would it be accurate to say that of the questions that you get, are pretty much most of them answered in this 100 VO questions?
Yeah, I would say probably 80 to 90%.
Got it. So there are some that aren't, but for the most part, most of them are.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So that's the 100 VO questions. I wanted Bill to sort of give you an idea of what that was all about. Now I want to go to the VoiceOver Playbook. See if I can get back there here. And okay, so VoiceOver Playbook. What's the deal on this one?
The VoiceOver Playbook is my flagship program. More people have used that to date than any other program that I have. Part of the reason is because of the first program I had, but it's a comprehensive look at my marketing that I do. It's the marketing strategies. Right now, it's like over 8 hours of content, 4 hours of tutorial with screenshots and in-depth descriptions of the marketing strategies I use. Also, an address that I gave, a marketing workshop that I did at the Midwest Voiceover Conference in 2014. There's just all kinds of, there's a roundtable discussion I did about marketing with a Boston group of voiceover talent. So there's a lot of supplemental information in addition to the core 4-hour curriculum. Good so deal. This is how you do it, play by play.
Okay, good. And so again, would that program be more geared to the starting out VO artist or somebody who's been in the business for a while?
Well, it's geared to anybody who's not making as much money as they would like to. I've had people have success with this who are brand new, and also people who are seasoned, represented by some of the top agents in America who weren't making as much money as they wanted to.
And by the way, folks, if you have a link and you send them to this page, any of the products that they pick here, you're going to get credit for. So it's not like you have to do them individually. If you sent them here, the system will remember you, and anything that they buy will work that way. So now let me take a look at the next one here, and you can explain the Audiobook Success program. And this may auto start again here, which it usually does. And I will stop it. Okay. So what's the Audiobook Success seminar about?
This is a video recording of a weekend workshop that I did in my own studio, where I taught how to get specifically into the audiobook industry, how to narrate audiobooks. And there's actually a video of me directing students in the studio through their demos, so you can have a sense of what it's like to actually record and be directed in a session. So this is a how-to from beginning to end. If you want to be an audiobook narrator, this is a weekend workshop, a good, 12 to 13 hours of video to teach you how to do that.
Perfect. And again, this is something that all of these programs you'll be promoting if you just give them the one link. And what I would do is I'd probably send them to this page. This is the page that I would send them to. But any page you go to, if they eventually find this page, but I would send them to this one myself. Now, the VoiceOver Fast Track class, this is something you do virtually every month. What's that one about?
Yeah, well, the class, it's a 4-week class I do just about every month. It's hour-and-a-half sessions, 4 sessions, so 6 hours of class that covers everything from performance to getting the most out of your home studio to marketing to it's nuts and bolts. It's the A to Z, everything about voiceover. And these are audio recordings so that you can actually audit the class.
Got it. Now,
and as you can see there on the website, it actually covers the curriculum.
Got it. So again, let's say that someone, and I don't know if we have a, yeah, this is a recording. Is it audio and video or just video, Bill?
This is just audio.
Okay, so this is audio of, and are you adding to this, or is this something that we keep the same, or are we adding to it? What are we doing?
No, we're adding to it on occasion. Right now, we have three or four classes. So it's the same class, but you have different people, different questions, different issues come up. So right now, I believe it's 3, maybe 4 classes, and we'll continue to add to it over time.
Now, the beauty of that for you folks is I always used to wonder why people would do that, and you'd be amazed at how different material is when you have different people in the class, because it's really the questions, isn't it, that sort of makes...
very much so. Yeah, every class takes on its own personality, and the material gets skewed a little bit depending on the needs of the class.
Okay, and so within this fast forward class, you cover performance, putting together your home studio, some marketing issues, and a little bit about audio basics, right?
Yes.
Got it.
Exactly.
Okay. So everybody, you'll be getting, if you send people there to buy this program, they're going to be getting a recording of not just one, but multiple programs that Bill has done in this area. So let's look back again and take a look at the next one here. Let's see, the voiceover fast. No, that was the class itself. Then this is the audio recording, so that I probably should have clicked on, right? Okay, so voiceover fast track class audio recordings. This is what I should have clicked on, and this probably will have an auto start video.
Oh, there we go. Hi there.
Okay, so this is what, and again, voiceover fast track. This is the description of what we were just talking about, so I don't want to be redundant and go over that. So going back then, let's see. Again, one-on-one coaching would not qualify for this particular program. Why? Because it's something that Bill takes this time to do as opposed to just an audio or video, right, Bill?
Correct.
Same thing with demo production. But the Voiceover Revolution, which is a 2-day event that we just last did live here a couple weeks ago in Los Angeles, this now has got, this most recent one, and this is where, folks, I'm going to give you at the end of this particular session here, this training session on getting involved with Bill as a partner. At the end of this, I'm going to give you a coupon code for you to get $50 off. I think we said $50 off the recordings from this seminar. Now, the thing about it is, not only will you get the seminar that we just did in Los Angeles, but you will also get access to a protected site where you'll be able to see both the Las Vegas event that we did about a year or so ago, and the more recent Los Angeles event. And again, the difference being is different questions from the audience, but also in the one that we just did here in Los Angeles. Bill, why don't you tell people about who the 2 special guests were and why it would be important to both send other people to that and get that themselves?
Yeah, well, we had 2 special guests, as Fred said. One was Dave Courvoisier, and Dave is one of the higher profile voiceover talent in America. He's a blogger, Corvo.com, COURVO.com, and he's also a news anchor there in the CBS affiliate in Las Vegas. But he's an expert on social media, and he led a workshop on a presentation on how voice talent can get the most out of utilizing social media primarily from a marketing standpoint. So it was very informative. It was in depth. I found myself doing things I'd never done before after watching Dave.
And taking some notes.
Yeah, lots of notes. And then also Christina Malizia. Christina is a very seasoned character actor in Los Angeles. Very seasoned for her young age. But Christina does work for Disney and Nickelodeon and Mattel. She's 3 characters in the world's largest, most popular video game, League of Legends. And she led a morning workshop that was people just were, over the moon about it. She's fantastic. And in the event that we had in Las Vegas, Tim Tippett, the VOTech guru, did a workshop on getting the best audio out of your home studio. So there's, you have access to a lot of information over the course of these events. Yeah,
and so this one would be worth sending people to as well. But also, we will at the end here, right before we get off, I want to give you a coupon code for $50 off purchasing this one yourself, which will give you access to both the previous one in Las Vegas and the current one with the people that we just mentioned, which, by the way, I found that stuff incredibly informative. I didn't know all about, the character acting at all. And, of course, Dave's information on the current state of social media was very enlightening to me as well.
Yeah, it was an outstanding event, and I mean, we just had people were raving afterwards. I think you'll really enjoy it. I know you'll enjoy it.
Okay, so as I said, Greg, I don't know if you got on here late, but the program does not include demos produced by Bill because those are things that involve his time. After I become an affiliate, Roy is asking, can I place the link on my website? Absolutely, Roy. We'd encourage you to do so. Any way that you can get it out. I think Facebook, LinkedIn, any other ways that you get it out. Yeah, too bad. Yeah, I think Dana's saying, too bad you didn't start this program sooner. After hearing Bill at the Midwest VO conference 2 times and using his VO playbook myself, I send aspiring VO talents to Bill's sites constantly. Well, Dana, I apologize that you weren't getting paid anything, but now you can promote it even more actively. So how's that?
Better late than never.
Better late than never. Moses has a good question. He's asking, do you do any Skype coaching as well?
I do. Yes, I do one-on-one coaching. And if you're interested in that, just drop me an email, voiceoverexperts@gmail.com.
And again, it's
we'll
voiceoverexpert@gmail.com. That is for individual coaching.
Right.
Coach. Okay, perfect. So now what I want to do is, I really don't want to, belabor this. Basically, you get 50% forever for sending people to Bill's sites and buying his stuff. That's it in a nutshell. So I now want to open it up to you as a group with questions before I give you the final little freebie bonus item there, which I don't want to keep you hanging too long. And again, my point isn't to have you be on here forever. I just wanted to introduce this program. Bill and I are excited about it. Let me just tell you, folks, me individually, I make more than 50% of my income from these kinds of programs myself, many of which I've been involved with for more than 10 years. One of them I've been involved with for 12 years, and the number of dollars that I've generated from that is, I think I can honestly say, close to $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah, right around there, I think. So this is, and especially in a very, very niche market like voiceovers, especially if you have, people that you know, and be creative. I would suggest that you, you go to the various forums and places, put your link everywhere. I mean, I would just look for places where, VO talent hangs out and share the fact. The nice thing is you don't have to be embarrassed. Austin is having an issue signing up. And you know what? However, I did get a welcome giving. Okay. You know what, Austin? I'm not really sure what exactly that issue is. Chances are you've got to check your spam folder. But all you need to do, and this is where I want everybody to watch carefully, if you become an affiliate, there are 2 email addresses that I want you to take down. Please, if you go and sign up as an affiliate. First is mine, which is fredgleek@gmail.com. And the other one is Stanley, that's my webmaster, @Dumonig, that's his last name. Let me highlight those. And this is for, let's just call it affiliate tech support. Because I want to make sure that Bill spends his time training and doing voiceovers and not doing this stuff. So let me just enlarge this a little bit for you here. And so, Austin, if you do have any problems, why don't you also, Austin, do me a favor right now and send an email to Stanley and copy me on it about the problem that you're having. How's that, if you would, Austin? Okay. Let me see what Jim's question is here. Jim asks, do we still get paid when Bill puts the items on sale? Good question, Jim. The answer is yes. So in other words, when items go on sale, you still get 50% of whatever the bottom line sale price is. Yes. Now, there are people who, I'm sure nobody in this group, but there are people who try and sort of get around things by setting themselves up as an affiliate so then they can order from themselves. The system can figure that out. Now, if you want to be real creative and jump through certain hoops that are unethical, you could probably find a way to do it. For example, if you have a sister in North Dakota and you're in Wisconsin and you have them sign up as an affiliate and buy, that kind of thing, you can do it. I mean, again, it's not right. It can be done. I don't encourage it. So, yeah, those are the tech support people to call. Jim, I hope that answered it. Yes. Oh, no, Austin's apologizing for having had a problem. Austin, trust me, if there's a problem, we want to fix it. So no need to apologize. I want to make sure it's done right. So now, as promised, here it is, folks. Now again, let's clarify what this is for. This is for the Voiceover Revolution event audios, which normally go for, what's our price on this, Bill? I forget. Let me just see it.
That is I believe it's $247.
And it shouldn't be registered for LA.
If you go down further to the bottom of the page, that's the wrong link.
Yeah, you know what? Also, we should get rid of that register, and we should just have, we should just get rid of these.
Yep.
We should let Stanley know that. Let me go down to the bottom of the page.
Scroll all the way to the bottom, yeah.
Okay, so at the bottom of the page, if I click on unable to attend, let's get rid of, actually, all of these, order the audios and order the videos now. We should just have for all of these. It's, and let me just get rid of this. Okay, so this program, which by the way, you're getting 2 seminars, the Las Vegas one, but where you're not going to get it right away. Let me just, Bill, why don't you tell people what's going on?
We're in production right now.
Yeah, we're in production on the second one that we just did in Los Angeles because frankly, it was my fault with, screwing some things up on the technical side. I can be known to have that problem. So here's your code. So instead of paying $197, which will get you access, now if you buy it right now, you can get access to the one that's up there from Las Vegas. But give us a couple, 2-3 weeks, and then you will have the new one up. I want everybody to understand the new one is not up yet, but will be as soon as we get it edited. And this code is 50, and I don't know if it matters, but let's make it AFF, like that. So 50 AFF, but that's not set up yet, is it, Bill?
No, we'll get that set up tomorrow, though.
Not set up till tomorrow. When tomorrow? Make it the end of the day tomorrow. By the end of the day. Okay, so 50 AFF like that, and that will get you $50 off this price of $197, which again will get you, it's sitting up there ready to go already, is the streaming videos from the event, and also in the near future, not to be promised exactly when, because I don't want to lie, you're going to get the ones that have Christina Malizia and everything else. Okay, so now Sonia's asking, do you feel there's enough work for all this phenomenal voice talent you're producing? Bill, is there enough work for everybody?
There's a lot of work, and there's more work every day. But here's the reality. It's like in any endeavor in life. Most people who want to do something will never follow through. And that's just the way it is. That's human nature. And the thing is, we don't know who those people are. All I can do is, if somebody wants to pursue, is to offer them the support, knowing that there is plenty of work out there. Because again, I've worked with thousands of voice talent, and I can tell you from experience, those who take the time to develop the skills and the plan and do what they need to do, they succeed. But a lot of people, after a few months, they get bored or they get impatient and they move on to something else. So there will always be enough work for those who want to pursue it.
Hey, Bill, why don't you give people the example of, let's assume that we went back, whatever it is, a year and a half or so, to when the gentleman that we met with at the event the last day, let's say he was on this seminar and asked on this event and asked that same question. You know who I'm talking about. So imagine him saying, is there enough work out there for everybody, or can I make money doing this? It seems like it's already saturated. What would you just give his story?
Fred, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here.
We met with a gentleman who came to visit us, who is from, I forget where originally, very tall, young man, who sat with us for dinner, and who is kicking butt in the voiceover business, who is, I forget his name. He ate dinner with us. He came in specifically to see us on the last day.
I'm really embarrassed. Honestly, I am drawing a blank. I don't know if I'm working too many hours here or what.
You are, because
I know
he came in to see us on the very last day, and we sat with him for dinner. You went out with him and stayed with him after I left, and I forget his name.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I thought you meant you said Los Angeles. I thought you said Las Vegas. I know exactly who you're talking about. My apologies. I was thinking of another event. That's the confusion.
Okay, so if he had come to you 2 or 3 years ago and say, hey, isn't the voiceover saturated? Why don't you give an example of a guy who came into the business just recently and what kind of success he's had?
Oh my gosh. He's a guy who's done everything that he needs to do. And early on, when he first got started, we did a consultation. We talked, shared a few thoughts with him. But this guy, he was determined he was going to make it happen, and he did. And he is.
By the way, Bo just answered that it was Tim Tippett's. No, it was you, Bo.
Oh, is he on the line?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's doing really, really well. Very proud of that guy.
Yeah,
but that's a great example of somebody who says, you know what, I'm going to do what I've got to do. I'm going to do what's necessary, and you just do it. But again, believe me, I don't care whether you're talking voiceover or you're talking any area. Most people a lot of people dream. Very few people will execute, and that's just life.
Okay, a couple last things before we finish up here. David Smith is asking, he's already an affiliate. How should he promote it? Add links to page on my website, start a thread on social media. All of them, David. I would do every single one of them that you're thinking of. That'd be the way to go. And Pete Beretta is asking a question. Pete, I hope I got the pronunciation of the last name right there. Any idea on delivery time on products? Let me just tell you that my life up until about 10 years ago was very different. I spent a lot of time dropping stuff off with UPS or going to the post office. Everything now that we deliver is online streaming audio or video. So delivery time is instant. There is no delivery time, Pete, because we don't mail out any stuff. We give you access to it instantly, assuming the system doesn't screw up and you lose a username or a password, which again, I apologize in advance if that happens to either you or to your customers, and we'll fix it, because sometimes there are technical glitches.
Hey, Fred, one other thing somebody was suggesting to me today, they said they would like to do just like product reviews through YouTube, blog, and essentially promote it that way, talk about it. And I think that's a great idea. If you have a YouTube channel, or if you don't, get one.
Yeah, I think it's
video and talk about the program.
I think it's a great idea. No, and Bill and I will not be upset with you for doing product reviews, doing anything that you want. Feel free to promote it in any manner, shape, or form you want. That would be absolutely perfect. Sonia, you're welcome. And so again, Bill, any final thoughts here? I just want everybody to know that we really appreciate your being here, and we want you to get signed up as partners and help us to help you.
We do, and again, I mean, this works, and I hope you know me well enough and trust me enough to know that when I say that, it's because that's the truth, and it's gratifying to see people take this information and use it instead of being thrown to the wolves. And so you're doing something that's you're profiting from it, but you're really helping to equip people to be successful, and that's really the best we can do.
Bill, I want to thank you very much, and thank you all very much for being on here tonight. And go out, promote it, and we hope you're the first one to hit the $1,000 paycheck and to get the free 1-hour consultation with Bill. Bill, thanks a lot for your time. Everybody,
thanks, Fred.
Thank you.